Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John and this is going to be part 3 of the incredible box I've got from my good friend Garry Watson. Now I'm going to leave a link down to his Instagram account down below, Janie's_box, and I urge you to take a look at his Instagram account because he's got some great stuff on there. Now I will link the other two parts of this video down below. I urge you to get, if you haven't seen them, to get to them ones first. There's a lot of stuff in here. If I'd done this all in one go, it would have definitely been an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Now the slipcovers I've got are absolutely amazing, fantastic stuff. 4K slipcovers, Arrow slipcovers, 88 film slipcovers, Vestron slipcovers, Eureka slipcovers, you name it. There's any amount of stuff in here. I just want to say a big thank you to Garry for thinking of me and sending me this stuff. I was blown away. Then when Garry said to us, I'm going to send this stuff, I don't require it anymore. And if you've got some of the stuff, you know, it's all right. And I mean, there's a few duplicates here, but the best thing about it is I think that these ones are going to be better than the ones I've got myself. So these ones will kind of supersede the ones that I've got. So in a way, I'm also kind of make my collection better. You know, I'm like upgrading my collection as well. So it's kind of it's amazing to think that all this stuff is, like I say, this stuff is all pristine condition. So I want to thank you once again, Garry, for sending me this stuff. This video is going to be finishing off this box and also going to show you what I'm going to do with the stuff when I've got them together, and you can see what my finished articles are like on some of these movies that I've got the slipcovers for. Okay, so we'll go back to slipcovers now because I've been doing slipcovers, booklets, movies, and going back to slipcovers. First off is I'm going to pull these out and not look at them. I haven't looked at them, seen what they are, and you're going to get my honest opinion or my honest reaction when I see these ones. So first up is Heat. Now it's a great movie, Heat. Really enjoy this movie. It's a movie that I've been wanting to see for quite a while. I don't know that I think there's going to be a 4K coming out of this. Am I right in thinking? It could be one of those ones where it comes out and hasn't got a slipcover in it. But I do know whatever movie version I pick up of this one, I will have a slipcover to go at the top of it. Even if it's sometimes whether it's a 4K, I will put the Blu-ray slipcover, and if it's not available to get there or it's really hard to get, then it's a great film. That long film, if I remember, the director's definitive edition as well. Is it? Yeah, Michael Mann. So that's the one that I've had haven't in a collection since VHS, I think. So that's Heat. Wow, that's going in the CX pile. I've got a pile here for CX upgrades, ones I'm going to buy off the net, ones that I've actually got in my collection that need a slipcover over the top of it. Wow, it's going to take us a long time to actually get them put to where they're supposed to be, but I like that sort of thing. I like sort of organising stuff like these shelves. I don't know if anybody else thinks this, but I would think a great job would be a librarian, because you're doing this type of thing all day. I think it would be absolutely brilliant. Plus as well, it'd be very quiet. So next up is Sinister 2. Now I know that my son's a big fan of these, and he's got Sinister 1 and Sinister 2, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't got a slipcover on this. I don't think he's got a slipcover on any of them actually. But great slipcover. It's got a nice bit of unboxing there. So that's definitely going to go with my son, because there's a few films that he's got in there that are kind of borrow, if you know what I mean. But he prefers to have them in his collection. So yeah, so that's Sinister 2. That Sinister is a really good movie actually. I'll put that for my son over there. I'll be seeing you got subscriber mail. Next up is now I've got this one. This is another one where brilliant cover, the brilliant movie. I love this movie. I love it. That's the best out of this trilogy for me. But this is another one that I've got probably cheap from CX, and I need it. This is probably a possible slip upgrade because, like I say, these slips are like immaculate. So that's you'd be amazed at. You've got to watch these other two parts if you haven't seen them. You'd be amazed at some of the slips I've got, especially the 4Ks. Jaw dropping really, and wow. So yeah, so Split. Love that. Love this movie, and need to know if it's. Do I do it? Yeah, there you go. So Slip, Split. Wow.
Where's me ladders?
I knew Mike would have to be in there somewhere. Next up is. Now, these are ones that I've been looking at to pick up on 4K a lot, and just never got around to it. And usually, like I say, you can get them for next to nothing in CX, but they've always got no slips on at all. So this will be one that will be an instant pickup, and maybe even send them away for them on maybe off eBay and so Amazon. knowing full well I've got a slip to go on the top of it. So that's another one's going to save me a lot of money in the long run, because I can see these ones that I will get in the future, and I can really not, because some of these ones I'll stay away from on Amazon and say, oh well, I'm not going to get it because I won't have a slip, or eBay and stuff like that. So it's amazing to have those ones, and I do like these movies. I haven't seen the fourth one or the new one with him in it, I believe. I'll put that in the CX pile. Next up is 4K of Star Trek Beyond in Boston. Now this I think is this the third one? I think it is. Now a lot of people don't like this. I like them all actually. I think they're all good. I do know that we've probably got. I think we've got the three of them. I've definitely got this one on Blu-ray, but I would like to get it on 4K. I'd like to get more on 4K actually, but another thing where you just don't see a slip on them. But now I can rest assured that if I see this cheap, I will buy it. And no, this is lovely slip that, and I do think that these movies for me are pretty good. They're not. Some people say, oh well, this one's not as good as that. I just think they're quite enjoyable for what they are. So that's Star Trek Beyond. Wow, put that in the CEX pile. Next up is wow, this is the limited edition, the sort of Toolbox Murders, the slipcover. Now I have got the slipcover in the 88 collection, the 88 Slashers collection. I don't know, it's not the easiest one to get. I know that all of them aren't the easiest ones to get. Now this has got a number of 1904. Now, if my one is the same, or this one's better, this one will go on. If my one's got a higher number, then I'll be putting this one. Obviously, I like to get the lowest number I can. Obviously, if I've got, they say 5 of them in the shop, you will go for the lowest number. So great film. I really enjoyed this movie. I've got it in 4K, but I've got it in the Slasher collection, which I will keep because obviously it's numbered limited edition. I've got all of them actually, and they're all well worth a watch for me to a various extent. So that's Toolbox Murders. Wow, that's yes, that's in that pile. I've got that many piles. That sounded wrong. Right, next up is Men in Black 4K. Actually, weirdly enough, there's Men in Black 3 4K. Now, me and my son went to see this at the cinema. Did me and the Debs go and see it? No, I think it was me and my son. And to be honest, I quite liked it. I thought it was a decent movie. I thought it was one of the first ones I saw de-aging of people. I'm sure he gets de-aged in it, I think. I haven't seen the new one with like different cast in it. I might get that. I don't know. This is another one. It's put in the CEX pile because I see them there all the time. But if I haven't got a slip one, I kind of turn me back and don't even know what prices they are. But I know they will be cheap. So that's Men in Black 3. Next is Atomic Blonde. This is another one we watched on Sky Movies, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I thought, if I saw this cheap, I will get it. No slips, so I don't buy it. So I will see it. I will keep an eye out for that. So that's a great one to have in the collection. Good cast as well. So that's Atomic Blonde. CX are going to be, if I imagine walking around CX with all these slipcovers looking for the movies. No, I wouldn't do that. So next up is wow. This is incredibly difficult to get on slipcover. I saw it the other day. Actually, I was in CX the other day, and I saw this on the shelves, and I thought, oh, I wonder if it's got a slipcover. Of course, it didn't have, but of course, here it is. Now, this is. I've got to say that this one, on the second watch of it, I wasn't as keen of it as I was on the first watch. I thought Halloween Kills was better. A lot of people think the opposite way to that. I do know that there are quite companion pieces as well as like the original Halloween 1 and 2 kind of. I don't know how Halloween Ends is going to play into this particular franchise, but this is this startling cover. I have got it. What's my cover like? This is going to be another one that I'm going to swap over. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing. So that's Halloween 2018. You've got to say that, haven't you, when you say Halloween, that one, 2018, because anything else doesn't sound like people don't know what it is. Right, so on to some booklets now. Next up is Rabid. Now this is, it's a beautiful booklet. This now what I've got is, this is strange. I don't think I've got the actual Rabid Arrow version anymore. I might have, but I'm not too sure. But what I've got the 101 version of it. What I might do is I might put this booklet in the 101 copy if I haven't got the Arrow. I don't think I've got the Arrow anymore. I don't think. Probably I didn't want to double dip with them two. So next up, booklet wise, is City of the Living Dead. I love that artwork there. Absolutely amazing. Now I'm wondering if this is off the. I don't know if how you can find this out. If this is out the white box version, which I haven't got anymore now because I upgraded to this the special edition, which is it's not 4K, which I'm sure there's got to be a 4K coming out of it. But I think this booklet will go nicely in that set there. It's probably got a booklet in, might have this booklet in, but that's another one that I'm going to find out. Hopefully on the, I don't think it'll go out of 4 videos. It might do, you know. But I think I think there might be some. I think we're in the booklets now. I think I might have got all the slipcovers out there. I think, yeah. So at this point we'll just go booklet. Is this what I think it is? Pulse. Now I got this recently on like quite cheap in a sale. I'm guessing that it probably doesn't have the slipcovers in, which you'll booklet, which you'll find out on the end of this video. Which hopefully it'll be quite interesting to see what actually did make the cut, if you know what I mean. Next booklet is Contamination. Now I love this movie, I really do. I've got the Arrow version with I think they might have a booklet in. Let's see what my booklet looks like compared to that one. This one, should I say. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I've got to watch that film soon. Actually, I haven't watched it for a long time. I want to get back in and watching some of these Italian, low-budget Italian stuff. Love them. Haven't watched them for a little bit. You go through phases. I think everyone does, don't they? Next booklet is this is Hex. I know this was the first one of when 88 brought out their martial arts ones and or Hong Kong movies. So that'll be an upgrade there, or it'll be going into the box set. Next up is this is the box. This is the thing from the booklet from the 88 Slashers collection, Mother's Day. Great film that. I think I've got that one, but I don't know. It's been that long since I've actually opened it up to see what's inside it. Next up is a booklet this is from the movie Yakuza Law. Now, I've talked about this movie before, and wow, honestly, there's things in this movie. If you don't know, if you haven't seen this movie, I think the movie comes out, it's from about 1968, 1969, and this movie is probably one of the most violent movies you will ever see in your life. I couldn't believe some of the stuff on this in this movie. It's exceptionally vicious, nasty, and graphic. You'll just not believe it. So if you're in the mood for a movie that's going to have just that some little bit extra to it, you will be. If you're into that type of thing, you will be amazed by how graphic this movie is. Great movie, that Yakuza Law. I've got it, but I don't think it's got a booklet. Brilliant. Or my booklet's not that good because I got it from CX. Next up is now this is, I'm going to say The Baby. Could be wrong because it doesn't sometimes have the cover. It doesn't have what it's on here. And yes, The Baby. That's another movie where I've been after quite a few times. Never seen it cheap or never seen it in a sale. Don't know anything about it actually. It just got one of them sort of like exploitation feels to it, which makes me think yes, I'm gonna definitely want to check that out for sort of, you know, just strangeness. Yeah, The Baby. Next up is, this looks like a booklet that goes in the 88 Asian collection, and I don't know which one it will go into. It might be Seeding of a Ghost, which is a brilliant film as well. If you haven't seen Seeding of a Goat, you need to get a goat. You need to get see Seeding of a Goat. Can't even say it. And it's like a sort of Chinese version of Evil Dead, and it is that good. So next up, booklet wise, is Terraformers is a Japanese movie, and yeah, all these Japanese movies, I always pick them up. and when I watch them I do find them very interesting and watchable. A big fan of Japanese movies. I don't know why, it just really resonate with me. Next booklet is this Blade of the Immortal? Let's just have a look at that. Yes, Blade of the Immortal. Now I've got that up there, and I'm sure it's got a slipcover. I think, but I don't know if it's got a booklet. I think I might be getting the wrong one there. But that's another one for. I mean, all these booklets, I'm going to put them in. They'll upgrade my booklets, or they might have a booklet in, and I will put them in there. There's tons of booklets in here. Next booklet is. Now this is another Edgar Allan Poe one. Oh, that's is that Barbara Steele? The lovely Barbara Steele from Black Sunday. Wow. This is the Pit and the Pendulum. I know I've got this movie as well. Don't know about if I've got the booklet with it. I didn't get it in the big box set, but I do like the movies. I all got them all. The movies that were in there, I've got them separately. Next booklet is. So this looks like a booklet for Dead or Alive trilogy. Now I think I've got the slipcovers in there. So that's in the pile for possible upgrades. Next booklet is. Hang on. Kaltiki, the Immortal Monster. Now this is the one that I wanted to get. I never got around to it, and I probably will have to get this obviously in the sale. But lovely booklet, that very thick. So next is. That'll be Matinee. Now this is a movie that I've been after for yonks, never seen it in a sale, and obviously not have a slip in it now. Sorry, slip the booklet, and this is going to be great for these. There's a load of ones that I've just not seen in the sale or held off, because I couldn't get anything to go with it. But because it used to be like used to get like 2 for 1 and all that type of thing. But the sales have sort of changed a little bit with Arrow. This movie is a great movie actually, and very underrated. I'm going to say who's directed it. Is it Joe Dante? I think it is. Next is nice booklet. This is Burnt Offerings. Now I know I've got that. I don't think it's got a booklet because I got it from CEX. So that, and probably the booklet's going to be like ropey anyway. That's Oliver Reed's in that one. Haven't seen that one. I think I might have seen it, but yonks ago. Next is the 88 Films booklet for Grizzly. Now I've got this one, and the 88 Films one I'm pretty sure I have. I don't know if it's got the booklet in, but it's got the slipcover, so that's a possible upgrade. Like I say, all this stuff in here is absolutely mint condition. So if that booklet there is just that little bit better, that'll be the booklets in my collection. Next up is this Daniel Isn't Real? No, it's The Sender. I have heard of this movie. Don't know anything about it. I do recognise that cover. Now I don't know what year it's from. I don't know anything about it actually, but that's going to be in a possible one of these ones will go like the sale. When you're looking for ones to get, if you get them 2 for 1, or buy one get one free, you can definitely upgrade. So that's The Sender. Don't know anything about it. This one, nice heavy booklet, is. Oh, this is The Slayer. Wow, yeah, Slayer. This movie it's quite a strange movie because it was banned, and when you watch it, you think, what was this banned for again? The picture quality in it is absolutely stunning. It's a 4K restoration. It looks sensational. If you're looking for a banned video nasty that it does deliver, but you're thinking it's going to be a one that's like out and out shock horror, it's not really like that. It's, to be honest, I don't even know why it was banned. I would like to know why it was banned actually, but it's definitely on the list. This is a great booklet. I have got it, but I don't know about the booklet. There's some cards actually, and this looks like it's the cards from the box set, the window box set of City of the Living Dead. I think that's, yes, definitely City of the Living Dead. Now I don't have this anymore. I used to have it, but I was finding I was getting that many versions of it. I just kept me upgraded one, and this hasn't even been opened, the set, and these are something you could really frame. Don't know if the devs would let us have them up, but I'll put that over there with a view to say I can do something with it. If I tell you what, that could even go in my my set that I've got now, actually, up there, which is the newer version of it. It's a 4K remastered one, which makes me think, are they going to do a 4K of it? Probably. Next is that Scalpel. Yeah, Scalpel. Now, that's a great cover, isn't it? And it really, it's just one of the ones where you think, oh, no, that's a bit sickening, that. I've got the movie, I haven't seen it, I got it cheap in a sale. I don't know if it's got any, I think it's had that cover in it. I don't think it's got any booklet with it. That'll be it. I can't remember seeing that picture there. Wow. Amazing this, I said in the other videos that it's as if Garry has been looking through my window and seen what I've had in the shelves. So next booklet is Rabid Dogs. This is a great movie. It's one of the last, it might even be that, no, it's not the last Mario Barber one, but it's one of the last ones. Very brutal. It takes place mainly in a car, which sounds a bit bizarre, but it really works. It stars, I don't know if that's him, I don't think it is. I think he's in the back there. No, there he is. It stars, I can't remember his name offhand, I'm blanking on his name, but it's obviously Anthropophagus the Beast. So that's, I've got this movie. Don't know about the booklet. I think I've got the booklet, but if the booklet's better, the booklet gets changed out. Next booklet, which might be the last booklet, is, now this is Rabid. No, it's not. It's Slithers. Now, I have got this one. I know I've got this one. I love this movie, actually. I went to Picture to see this. Not in 1975, I hate to add. But this movie, I think, is a great movie. I've got great nostalgia for it. I remember seeing it in the cinema and thinking, what on earth am I watching? And in them days, I mean, this would have been an 18, and I would have been 14, 15. You just used to walk in, and all it said here was the ladies in the counter would say, are you 18? Yeah. Got a school tie on and everything. They would say, right, get yourself in. So it was crazy. It's a lovely book, this. Perfect condition. So this one will be going in my Shivers case, which I do think of. I definitely got Shivers here. Next up is this Black Magic? I think this is for the movie Black Magic. This is on the 88 Asia, well, my throat, the 88 Asia label, and which I haven't got. So I think that was number 2 actually when it was released. There's a sort of a list of the other ones that are there. I think these are great movies, these, and they do excellent versions of the titles as well. It's nice to see a list of what's coming on there. It's got Killer Constable. Is this Killer Constable? I don't know. No, I think it's Black Magic, if I'm honest. The last item in here. Now this is, I've been sitting here for a good 2 hours pulling this stuff out here. I had a blast with this. I want to thank Garry once again for giving me all of this stuff here. It's just like there's stuff everywhere. So the last thing on here is the Valachi Papers, Charles Bronson. This is another one. I'm going to guess around sort of like the 70s, mid 70s or early 70s. If I can see it on here, it might tell you. I can't. It's far too small. Right on. 1972, I think. 1970 or 1972. This is like Charles Bronson. He just couldn't do nothing wrong for me. Made some great movies. Great, like Hard Man, probably in real life as well. Take a bloke he didn't mess with. This looks like it could be, I don't know where this is from. I think it's from Germany actually, and it's a region B, so that'll play well on the 4K player. So that's it. I was going to show you some other stuff, but you got to look at the other videos, which I'm going to link down below. Everything of these other stuff, you want to see more stuff of this, if you're coming on part 3, then go back to the other ones and check them out, because you'll have a blast with all this stuff. Some of the stuff I've seen in here has just been utterly unbelievable. I can't thank you enough. I don't keep saying it, Garry, but I wasn't expecting this. I know what you said you were going to send us. You tried to briefly outline what it was going to be. I had no idea it was going to be this much. I can just say I'm just blown away by this. There's also a movie. There's also a lot of slipcovers for things I would like to pick up and see X, but never thought I would, because you don't get slipcover with it. Stuff I can get offline. So this has helped me out amazingly. And don't forget to check Garry's Instagram account down below. So believe it or not, that first part of the video was filmed about 3 months ago. So I've just come on here just very quickly to tell you what actually I did take out from that last part of the package. So I'll show you what I put in or swapped out in my sets. Now first I put Scalpel. I checked out, I didn't have a booklet, so the booklet went in there, so that's brilliant. So to get the booklets in just finishes them off for me, so that's Scalpel. Next up is the Pit and the Pendulum. That didn't have a booklet in either, so I put Garry's booklet in there. That fits in there, really nice. Pit and the Pendulum. Next up is Terra 4 Mars. Terra 4 Mars, play on words. Now, it did have a booklet in, but Garry's booklet is much better. So that was another booklet swapped over. So the booklets come in very handy for us in this set. That's Terra 4 Mars. Next up is Yakuza Law. Yes, this movie is absolutely 100% brutal. At the time it was made, 1969, I can't believe what they got away with or what they put into it. It's by far one of the most violent movies I've ever seen. And it throws you, because you think, oh, 1969 is going to be a bit bloodthirsty, that's about it. You'll be really surprised at this if you wanted just a bit of a gore fest. This is the one for you. That's Yakuza Law. Next up is Pulse. I swapped that out. Actually, I didn't swap that one. I didn't have a booklet in, so I put the booklet in there. This is meant to be a really good movie. I've still yet to watch it, but it's been high on my very massive to watch list. But I like all these 90s Chinese films, and this is meant to be one of the best ones out there. So that's Pulse. So next up is Grizzly. Now this is the US one. Now what I did was, I have got the booklet that Garry sent us, which was in the 88 one. I have got that 88 version one. So what I did was I just put it in here. So I've got a booklet in here. It doesn't belong to this set, but I think it just finishes off nicely. It doesn't matter so much. So between this one and the 88 films one, this one's the better version. It's got a better sort of print on it. But I would say that there is a new one out, I think, which has got a better print on all of them put together. So that's Grizzly. Next up is Rabid Dogs. Now I'll put the booklet in here because I didn't have a booklet, funny enough. It's a 3-disc edition. So Rabid Dogs, excellent Mario Bava film, one of his last ones, and quite brutal as well. It also stars George Eastman there, the giant from Anthropophagus the Beast. I don't know how he fits in that car he's sitting in. So I did already have a slip for this movie, but Garry's slip was much better than mine, and it is Split. Wow. So yeah, this is absolutely mint condition, and yeah, the one I got from CEX was okay, but it was by far, it wasn't anything like this. This is basically brand new. So that was a definite. I'm going to say Split. That was a definite upgrade. Brilliant film. If you haven't seen this film, you've got to see it. James McAvoy in this is exceptional. He should have had an Oscar for it, I think. Next up, I've got Rabid. Now I've got the booklet for the Arrow version, which I haven't got anymore. So what I did was I just put it in this version here, which didn't have a booklet in. So that's where it sits. So that was a good little upgrade. I mean, this has got a booklet in, which is here, but I've got them both now, haven't I? So I've got all the reading material I could want for this version of Rabid. This is a great version from 101 Films, just as good as the Arrow one, if I'm honest. So that's Rabid. And last up, I upgraded my version of City of the Living Dead. Now this is the Arrow Special Edition. So what I did with this one was, it's got a poster in there. It's also got your booklet. Nice booklet there. I love the artwork on this. This is like original Video Nasty. And so what I did was, Garry had sent me over the art cards from the window box, the white box version. It did come with art cards in here anyway, so I've got them. Double-sided art cards, wow. And it didn't have a booklet in because the booklet was over there. So what I did was, I put the booklet that was in the white box version as well, I put it in here. So literally this version has got probably everything that Arrow did with City of the Living Dead. It's a 4K remaster as well. I think it's going to come out in 4K, but in the States. So this one here, I'm going to say, is I've been lucky enough with Garry's help to make a sort of Frankenstein version of City of the Living Dead, and it's kind of like an ultra super edition. So yeah, so that's finished that collection off. That's just such a brilliant disc. This, can't wait to watch this again. I will be getting the 4K, of course, but I'll be keeping this one because this is like the definitive Blu-ray one for me. Absolutely brilliant. So I want to thank Garry once again for giving me all them stuff. Now what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to link down the other 2 videos. So all of the 2 videos are going to be down here. If you haven't seen the 2 videos, what he sent in the previous ones, which you won't believe what he sent, you can have a look at them if you've seen this one first. I want to just thank Garry once again for thinking of me and sending me this great load of stuff, and I've used them, and I'm keeping on using them as well, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm going to be going through and going to CX and all them types of places. So thanks for watching, especially you, Garry. You take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.